So for the longest time, we've been talking about numerology, and ultimately, hota kya hai that when you know about numbers, the whole thing is to empower yourself by a glimpse into the future. Now, maybe it's my understanding that knowing the future sometimes can be unnerving for a lot of people, but yet without knowing them and just going by your hard work and data-oriented work sometimes doesn't pay off. And decades go by, and it just doesn't come to a point where you can make a headway or breakthrough. So eventually, when we talk about numerology, we talk about the future, we talk about predictions. There's always going to be a conversation around the remedies as well. And so far, we've been doing that phenomenally well. 1,772 reels on Instagram, 21,000 clients, 51 countries, 250,000 people on Instagram. It all comes up to one point is to empower the person who's sitting next and empower them from all directions. So we started a little different journey this beginning of this year or middle of this year. We said, okay, let's try and bring up some products which are very magical in their properties, and they do help get your energies together, get the planets aligned well. So we started with the Orthoceras as a product on my Instagram. You saw that. Ammonites was the second one, and then these are the ones that are found in the seabeds of the Mediterranean Ocean. Old, very, very old relics. 350 million years old actually. That's an ammonite is. And so it comes from prehistoric times. And then we also went to the forests of South America. I didn't go, but these are very difficult to find. So we sourced this piece of wood called Palo Santo, which is all about burning it, and then it removes the negative energy. But we take a different turn today. We start talking about specialized services which are hard to find, and in my understanding, even authenticity is a question mark. So the first thing was that everybody who wants to understand how the signature is, because that's the base for prosperity, that's the base of signing off who you are in this universe. Without your photo IDs, for example, you don't exist in this. So same things, it's the same thing for the signature as well. So we have with us Anuradha. Anuradha has been, we met how many years ago?
12 years back.
12 years back, and she wanted to learn numerology at that time. So she was a graphologist then, she's a graphologist now. But most importantly, where we have really understood the value that she brings to the table is the signature expert that she is. And I understand very well that it's not my domain. I don't pretend to be it's my domain, but it's definitely a part of our services, combined services that we offer. So I thought that why not just have Anuradha speak for a minute about what signatures can be and can do, and then we just send this mail, this video clip out to our clients, and whoever would require the services can reach out to her. So on to you, what is signature? Just a sense of practical sense of implementation. Signature होगा तो क्या होगा?
Basically, signature हमारी एक identity है, and जब हम sign करते हैं, we put pen on paper, we are creating our vibration. जो हम जब भी हम पेन उठा के कुछ भी लिखते हैं, बेसिकली अपने बारे में, अपने सिग्नेचर के बारे में, वी आर क्रिएटिंग आवर एनर्जी. And when we are writing clearly with right formation, we are creating our foundation along with what we want to achieve in life. It's your personality which comes in front of the world. So how you write, the fonts you use, or the way you curve and bend, write the T or a P or a Q, A, how open or how close it is. Every letter speaks about you. It speaks about your family life, and it speaks about your work life, and even issues that you're going through. So if your signature is showing any trouble or any weakness, altering it a bit, tweaking it a bit makes a huge difference. So if you're feeling that you're not able to hold on to money, definitely doing something there in your signature which is going out to the world, a wrong signal that you send out, that creates the hurt.
So is it like that going out as a signal, but because where I understand is that if I'm going to change let's say the slant of the letter,
Right.
okay, it is also something it's a signal that goes on to my subconscious. It does create the signal into my subconscious files.
True.
That I am writing it differently. So I also change internally. This is where I understand.
Obviously, because everything is coming from your brain.
Perfect.
The hand is just a medium to write it
Perfect,
down.
perfect. So I am sending a signal out, and I'm also sending a signal in.
Right.
And from an understanding of subconscious is about 1,000,000 times more powerful than the conscious. So ultimately, ho kya raha hai that you are tuning in and tuning out differently to the universe. And I think signature check for kids, and especially so when you're just opening their bank accounts, for all of us, it's the next important thing to do naturally. So we have, I'm going to do is, I'm going to edit this video. I'm going to put Anuradha's numbers there directly. You can reach out, and with a simple message, this saw your reel and reference to Dr. Sachina Sharma. So she would know where have you come from, and then we can take it forward from there, right? You want to add something else?
Thing is, change your life now if you work on your signature. Sort out your emotional, your professional, and have a stronger control over your capabilities and reach out and do what you want to do the best, as in your talents and skills.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Makes sense. Guys, have a great day. Enjoy your life. And then, like I said, keep visiting the Instagram. We're going to bring you more. But I think we've done a good introduction today. Hopefully that should help you. God bless. Take care. Bye.